What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I am your host, Crash, and we are taking a look at Toxicroak EX, which, to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed with. It's just not strong enough in the current meta where you have Pokemon that can one-shot and Toxicroak has to two-shot everything. So I tried to give, like, Samurott VSTAR in there and stuff like that, but I'm not too impressed with Toxicroak, unfortunately. But maybe if you use it with the Gardevoir line, it's a little bit better. I try using it with the Bibarel line, but I don't know. Try it out for yourself, see what you think. Let's go ahead and get into the deck list. Toxicroak EX is a 250 Stage 1 Pokemon with the attack a nasty plot for 1 energy. We can search our deck for up to 2 cards, put them into our hand, which is nice. And the main attack here, Toxic Ripper for 120 damage, takes 3 energies. Your opponent active Pokemon is also poisoned, but you put 6 damage counters instead, effectively putting this attack damage up to 180, which is really good. And then if you add cards like Radiant Hisuian Sneasler, you can hit for up to 200, but 200 just isn't quite enough for the really good EXs and Vs that are out there. So we have other ways to help out Toxicroak here with Samurott VSTAR with the Merciless Blade attack. If your opponent's Pokemon has any damage counters on it, we do 110 extra damage. So for 2 Darkness energies, we can do 220 damage, plus Mooncleave Star allows us to put 4 damage counters on any Pokemon whenever we use it. So we could technically take a knockout in one turn with using Toxicroak and adding 4 damage counters. So keep that in mind when you're playing. This could lead to easy KOs. So these are our 2 attackers in the deck. I didn't think Toxicroak would be good enough on its own, so I tried to supplement here. We also have one Hawlucha with the Flying Entry ability, allowing us to put 1 damage counter on 2 of our opponent's bench Pokemon, which activates Hisuian Samurott's attack, which is a good little tech card we have in here. And we also have the 2/2 line of our good old Bibarel, but I am tempted to switch out a couple of these cards to add in the Gardevoir line instead, because it helps us discard some of our energies for things like Dark Patch. So here is our trainers that we have in the deck. A lot of supporters, because I had a hard time, a lot of the time this deck would get stuck, so we're playing a ton of supporters here. 2 Boss's Orders, 4 Ultra Balls, 1 Avery, 1 Serena, 2 Judge, 4 Nest Balls, 2 Colress, 4 Research, 4 Dark Patch, of course, 2 Path to the Peak, 2 Switches, and 2 Zinnia's Resolve. Zinnia's Resolve might actually see more play now that we're going up against a lot of Miraidons, which fill up the bench, going up against Lugia, which fills up the bench. Zinnia's Resolve also discards card, which is good. So keep that in mind. And we also have 1 copy of Serena. I used to have 3 copies, but then I realized we're just using Serena to draw cards. Most people aren't playing that many Pokemon V anymore, so I bumped that down to 2. And that is the trainers. Let's go over some energies. We have 7 dark energies and 4 double turbo energies. Now, like I said earlier about switching to the Gardevoir line, if you switch to the Gardevoir line, you might be able to get away without playing double turbo energies, which increases Toxicroak's damage output. The double turbos are in here for Toxicroaks that we can charge it up with just 2 energy attachments instead of 3. But with Gardevoir, the shiny Arcanine Gardevoir, I believe, you can attach energies from your deck. You can throw in some Raihans, and you might be able to charge up Toxicroaks just as well. So, that is the deck. Let's go ahead and go see it in action. Charmander Arcanine. Okay. We're still kind of low in the ladder here, but that's fine. Nest Ball's good. Get down a Bidoofer. Attach double turbo energy to Croagunk. And I think we're going to Ultra Ball away Serena and Colress, since I'll research next turn anyways. And grab ourselves... I don't need Samurott just yet. Might be good to have Samurott though. Yeah, we'll get Samurott. We can get Hisuian Sneasler later. Play down the Samurott and pass the turn here. Next turn, pretty obvious what we're going to do. Evolve, Research, hope we get a Darkness Energy, KO this Charmander, or Growlithe, whatever they put in the active. And go from there. And we should be set. Samurott can KO the Arcanine as long as it has a damage counter on it, I believe. We're hitting 220. No, we can't. Arcanine, how much HP does Arcanine have? Like 260, right? I'm not sure. Moltres. Okay. This is an Arcanine deck that we've seen. Gotta get up in the ladder. I haven't played a lot of PTCGL, but we're getting there. Eventually we'll move up. I am playing Toxicroak. Isn't the best deck, but it's there. Ooh, a Dark Patch. Hate to get rid of that, but we have to. Let's go ahead and evolve. We'll research our hand. And of course, we miss ourselves an energy. Let's play down another Croagunk. Trekking Shoes. Yes, we would love to put that into our hand. Okay. That gives us a KO. I could Ultra Ball for a Bibarel, but I don't want to. So we will Toxic Ripper, KO the Charmander. 160 damage. Get a prize. It's another Bidoofer. So I have Ultra Ball fodder for next turn, the Croagunk and Bidoof. We have our 3 attackers on board, so I don't need to play any others. I don't think. So we're set. Pretty good setup for our Toxicroak deck here. And by the way, one of the code words is poison. So go ahead and put that in the comment section down below to get yourself a free, I guess, code for PTCGL, because I can't give away packs anymore. So I just have to give away codes. So poison, put that in the comment section down below. First person to name that will get the code. And our opponent gave us the Moltres here. Arcanine EX has 280 HP, which is KOable by Toxicroak. If we had a boss, that'd be fantastic. What do you do again? Ooh, 10 more damage for each damage counter on the Pokemon, or 250. For Candy. Oh, I guess that's for Charizard. They also had a Bidoof in there. Did play a Nest Ball to get down their Growlithe last turn. Not too bad. Fire Energy onto Arcanine. Do they have a switch or something to attack? They have another Nest Ball. That should get them a Bidoof. Or another Growlithe. I don't know. See what our opponent selects. Gets them a Charmander. That's fair. Charmander's good for Arcanine EX. It allows it to only attack for 1 energy. And you only have to discard 1 energy from Bright Flame. Pretty good if I say so myself. Actually, 2 energies for Bright Flame and 1 energy for the normal attack. Magma Basin. Ooh, that would be good if Moltres was on the bench so that they could attack with Moltres. But not quite. Maybe we can get a boss's orders off of Ultra Ball and Bibarel. That'd be really good for us, but we'll see what happens. Getting a Darkness Energy in the discard would be great too. We have a couple of Dark Patches left. And our opponent passes a Judge we don't need to place, so let's go in Ultra Ball first. Get rid of these guys. Grab... not you. What? We prized both Bibarels. You're kidding me. Oh, we don't need Hisuian Sneasler. I guess we just get this guy. Can't believe we prized both Bibarels. That's insane. Well, here we are. Evolve. Let's Colress experiment first. We can do that. We can do that. Is there a point to get Nest Ball? Not really. But I guess we just get it so we can just thin. Play you down. Go ahead and Nest Ball. Leave them in the deck. Trekking Shoes. We have Judge for next turn. Yeah, I don't need it. Hawlucha. Hawlucha can put damage. I'm not expecting to get... well, he does hit for 250. He does hit for 250. Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. Do I even want to attack? I think I want to leave this Moltres alone. But then again, they might not have an energy, so we'll just attack. What am I saying? We'll KO the Pokemon. It's okay if they come back and knock us out. We can give them Bidoof, or we can get a Bibarel off the prizes. Is it in number 5? It is in number 5. Okay, we have a Bibarel. I'm not so sad about getting rid of Serena. If they come with Arcanine, they have a KO. If they come with Arcanine, they do have a KO for sure. Okay. We don't have a return. Need more. Arvin. I can get him Energy Search and an item card. Oh man, this is insane. 2 Stage 1 EXs. One of them can one-shot the other. Ooh. Not looking fantastic. We are down to 4 prizes though, which is good. We'll be tied after they KO my Toxicroak. The problem is I don't have a return KO. I could somehow get Dark Patch VSTAR. There's the Energy Search. They put down another Growlithe, I might play the Hawlucha down. But right now, there's no point. We hit for 180. That's enough to KO the Charizard with Toxicroak. So not too worried there. Our opponent had to do Energy Search to find an Energy. XP share on the active. Okay. Okay. We'll see what happens. Arcanine is just going to blow through my Toxicroaks, though. There's the Bright Flame. He does have to discard 2 energy. So this Toxicroak might actually be okay. This Toxicroak can survive as long as they don't evolve into Charizard. We should be okay. Trekking Shoes. Let's go ahead and evolve. Let's play the Trekking Shoes. Yes, we'll take the Darkness Energy. That allows us to attack. We'll play Judge. See if we can get a Dark Patch. We do. Good. Take the Dark Patch. That's perfect. Attach that to that bad boy. And why can't I use Bibarel? Oh, I can. It just wasn't highlighted. I was like, what's going on? Need to be able to do that. Get rid of those. Grab VSTAR. Do we don't KO, right? With VSTAR power plus 180 plus 4 is definitely not 280 for sure. So we'll just go ahead and use Toxic Ripper. Poison the Arcanine. If they can't move it, it gets KO'd. If they don't evolve into Charizard and have energy, it gets KO'd without getting a KO on Toxicroak. If they do have that, they KO Toxicroak, but they KO themselves, which still puts us in a tie game, and we have VSTAR to follow up, hopefully. We would need to find an energy off the top deck. Another Growlithe, okay. So Merciless Blade does 220 damage. Oh, they can Raging Claws. I forgot about Raging Claws, so they are going to get a KO, right? Oh, they had the Pokemon Go Charizard. 30 plus 10 for each, so they're hitting... Oh, they're only hitting 210. They're only hitting 210, so we're fine. Oh, they... What? They got rid of Charizard just to evolve into Charmeleon? What? I don't know about all that. I don't know about that play there, but okay. Well, they don't even evolve. We'll take it. Oh, they don't get KO'd. We're 20 damage short. That's a pain. Let's research. We can... No. Let's attach energy. Here's what we'll do. We'll Mooncleave Star. Take a KO. 2 prizes. And then we can get another KO with Toxicroak, which is awesome. Do we have the other Bidoof? We do. Alright, I think that was a better play. Good thing about Mooncleave Star. We'll Nest Ball. Oh, we don't. It's Hawlucha. Okay, that's fine. Play Path. And go ahead and Toxic Ripper. Take the KO on Growlithe. All they have is Heatmore. It won't really do much. We're 1 prize remaining, and we have a Boss's Orders in hand. Another Dark Energy is not necessary, but it's good. Means if they try to boss up Sneasler, we're fine. And I think we got this game in the bag. So, even with our opponent being able to one-shot our Toxicroak EXs, we slid through the cracks there, I think. If this deck was more optimal, I think you can build Arcanine EX a little bit better. If it was more optimal, I think Arcanine EX wins this matchup every single time. And that'll be it from our opponent. They can't really do much else. Our turn. And we will take the dub here with Toxicroak being the star. Didn't have to use Samurott this match, which is good. But hey, it's there for backup if we need it. Ooh, Arceus and fighting Pokemon. Oh boy, well, we got some Nest Balls we can play here. Let's get out a Croagunk. Toxicroak is weak to fighting. So do we even use Toxicroak this match? I don't think so. Get down a Samurott. Maybe we use Toxicroak as like 1 attacker. Especially because I don't have a Darkness Energy to attach to Samurott, so we'll do that. And pass. Next turn we can Ultra Ball, get down Bibarel and research. Possibly get off a Toxicroak attack on Arceus V. But then they're going to evolve to VSTAR and it's just going to not be that good. Well, they do only have a fighting energy to attach and pass the turn. It's nice to see. Path to the Peak is a good top deck. We'll play Path to the Peak. We will Ultra Ball away Course of Experiment and a Research. Grab Bibarel. And then we'll Research away, get 7 fresh cards. Okay, we got Samurott. We can play Samurott. Play now Croagunk. Attach the energy. Kind of don't want to play... Well, you know, we can play down another Bidoof. That's fine. Hawlucha. Put damage counters on Medicham. Switch. I want to maximize it, so we... no, I don't. Ultra Ball or Croagunk EX, please? We missed. That's the worst, guys. That is the worst. At least we can Corkscrew Punch. Get 10 damage on him. That way Samurott can come and clean up. Oh, that's such a pain. Maybe they don't have Arceus VSTAR plus double turbo, and we can squeak by. Maybe. Oh, that's such a pain, though. They do... Okay, they're going for a Trinity Charge. We are... Woo! We dodged a bullet. We simply dodged a bullet here. Trinity Charge onto the Medicham, which does 100, which isn't quite enough to KO a Toxicroak EX. It only hits 200, so that's good. It's really good for us. They only put 2 energy. Oh, they only put 1 energy on it, and they put 1 energy on Arceus. I guess they think that they're not going to get KO'd. Zinnia's Resolve will draw me a couple cards. Let's get rid of the energies. Cool. Perfect. Double Dark Patch is great. We will play double Dark Patch to Samurott. And then we will Ultra Ball away Judge and Croagunk. That'll get me Croagunk EX. which we can evolve. And then Industrious Incisors here. Another Toxicroak is good. So let's see, if we use Mooncleave Star, how much HP do you have? 210. We're doing 160 plus 40 is 200, right? So we would have needed Sneasler. We would have needed Sneasler. Bummer. Let's see, yeah. So doing 60, 170, they still have 50 HP left. Would have needed Sneasler. We'll see what our opponent does. They can evolve to get rid of the poison, but they'll still be within knockout range without knocking us out, which is good for us. Rapid Strike Energy on Medicham. If we get our Hisuian Sneasler, we can KO the Medicham. Oh no! I'm gonna boss up my Bibarel. Oh, we need another switch. Oh, and they KO it. Oh, what a pain. But they lose their Arceus, which is good for us. We're gonna go up with Samurott, because Samurott can KO whatever. Samurott can KO either the Medicham or the Passimian, so I'm okay with this. We're going to Colress this following turn. Don't want to research. Ooh, they come up with Medicham. They must not realize what Samurott does. Hey, there's the Sneasler. We'll attach there. Colress. Judge. Switch. Trekking Shoes. Seems good. Play that. No. We only have one Pokemon in play. 2 Pokemon in play, so it's not even worth it. Alright, let's go ahead and Mooncleave Star. Do I have Path in play, guys. I have Path in play. Oh, the Path has screwed me over. Could have gotten a KO here. Oh, man. I could have switched into Toxicroak and done 180. And then them KO into our turn. Something I could have done. I'm not going to. Because then they could have smashed uppercut me and hit me for 200, which I don't like. So we're going to stick with this. If they play down another Pokemon V, we're going to use Hawlucha to put some damage counters on it. Getting rid of a Cheryl and Energy Surge. Cheryl. I mean, that makes sense for Arceus V. Urshifu. Ah. Urshifu, huh? Okay. Rapid Strike Energy on Urshifu makes sense. Arceus, Rapid Strike Urshifu. Interesting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this? 30 damage to each. My Bidoof! Leave him alone! Leave my Bidoof out of this. Oh yeah, Bidoof can't get damaged. I forgot about that. Ooh, a boss. Our opponent concedes. No, we're gonna boss up the... No, I wanted to get a full match. I tried. I've been through so many matches, guys. I've tried, but this is another perfect example of a good setup. We're gonna include it in the video. Try to get more. And you know what? The code word is... winner! We won again. Don't play this deck. I'm sorry, guys. Just don't. Code word is winner. Put that in the comment section down below to get yourself some free codes. So yeah. Alright, there you have it, folks. Try to get some good matchups with Toxicroak, but it's a little bit tough. Just wanted to show off the deck, how it can do, but I wouldn't recommend playing the deck the way I built it, so maybe try using the Gardevoir line to help discard energies and things like that. Throw some Raihans in there maybe, would be my suggestion, but don't expect too much from Toxicroak. It is a cool looking card. I wish it would work better. I think it just needs a little bit more support or something. Something needs to help it to bump the numbers up. Maybe play a Defiance Band if you get behind too much. But in the end, I don't think you want to be playing with Toxicroak. But hey, we'll see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.